Hello and welcome back to Stomp City, where today I am bringing you the first episode of ECW Lives on TEW 2016. This game will start in January 2001, which is when ECW ended. However, this is what would have happened if they did survive. And now we've not got much money, so it's going to be quite tough. We don't have any pay-per-view deals and we don't have any television deals. So the first thing we're going to need to do is secure a pay-per-view deal for this Sunday's show, ECW Guilty as Charged. And this is my first real proper playthrough of this new game. So we're going to be learning as we go along. Also to note that the database has been converted from TEW 2013, and all credit is in the description below, and there's a link to the original database that I converted. So there may be some errors in the data, but as we find them, we can edit them in the in-game editor. But I don't know, it depends how severe the errors are. Okay, we're going to try and get a deal with MTV2. We've got medium risk levels, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. So we're going to have to create the new TV show first. And what this is going to be called is ECW Revolt. And I've already made a little logo for it. Probably an hour. Yeah, we'll have an hour. Make this the A show, and we're going to hold it on Monday nights. And hopefully they like it. So yeah, new deal for ECW. Length of deal 1 year sounds alright. Unlimited episodes. Now you'll see here, this is a new feature. Minimum quality expected. So C is quite high. That's on a prime time. Let's just see. Okay, they don't want to give us prime time. I'm assuming we're going to have to go later. So we've got late evening, and that'll be C minus. And I'm not really sure what sort of shows we're going to be holding. So what we're going to do, we're going to go late night, which will reduce it to a D. I like that little feature though. We're going to go 3 months, just to test the waters. Next up, I've noticed that we have a lot of managers, and that's going to cost a lot of our money. I think we've got 50,000, so it's not a lot considering we're a cult company. So we've got Cyrus, he's a C plus on the mic. Dawn Marie, entertainment strong, so we're going to keep her. Electra, entertainment average, so we're going to release Electra. I have just been watching the last ever ECW pay-per-view before I started this, just for a bit of research, and I'll give you a bit of a backstory as we get further into the show, or the series. Sal E. Graziano can be released. The Sinister Minister's got a little tag team going on at the minute, where he's managing Mikey Whipwreck and Tajiri, and they're like a gothic weird team. It's quite cool. Like, Mikey Whipwreck has red hair. And we're going to release Cyrus. We're going to keep maybe 2 managers. So I'm thinking we'll keep Sinister Minister, release Francine, and Jasmine Sinclair. So we've got Dawn Marie and Sinister Minister left. Pay-per-view, USA. And we're going to go with Bresnan. So for events, new deal. Length of deal, again, we'll just do 3 months, just test the waters. Prime time, let's see if they'll give us that. They don't want to give us prime time. Late evenings again, no. we'll go with late night again. So we're going to have to be getting these. I think that's the same for the television deal as well. So that's all right. We're the only companies that they've got. Can we do any more? Try Mid-Continental. New deal for, again, 3 months. Late night, make deal. An RCN, maybe. Again, 3 months. Late night, make deal. So we can get on Scotland TV. So we're going to do that. New deal. We're going to go late night, so we're expected to get D-, and we'll go 3 months again. We'll make that deal. So now we're in Scotland. Okay, so that'll do for TV deals for now. First signing we're going to make is CM Punk. Hopefully he turns out as good as he does in real life. For this game, we're going to try and get him on a long contract. We'll try 10 years. It seems like he wants to accept, which is good. So CM Punk is hopefully on the roster. We can get Claudio Castagnoli. Again, in-ring performance good. Quite cheap. We'll try 10 years again. That's 300. Okay, we'll do that. We'll get Colt Cabana. I think we're going to put Punk and Cabana in a team. So, yes. Also, someone I want to get is John Cena. I'm going to bring him in on his rapper gimmick. Who else was there? Chris Jericho. I'm not sure. Yeah, he's in WWF. We'll try it by reputation. Who's a draw and to hire in the USA. So we could get Bill Goldberg's on a hiatus. His steals are too small for him anyway. Bret Hart, retired wrestler. Eric Bischoff. Hogan. He could bring in probably the pay-per-view buys. They're too small again. Ken Shamrock. We could get Shamrock because they've gotten quite a bit of money though, so we're going to just leave that for now. We could get Sting. He's on hiatus as well, but we could actually bring him in. That could be a big sign in there. 4,000. Right, we're going to shortlist Sting. Another guy we want is AJ Styles. We'll get him in. Just going to have a quick look at the last ever ECW pay-per-view just for some reference. Now, in the main event scene, what happened was the Sandman defeated Steve Corino and Just Incredible in a three-way tables, ladders and chairs match, and canes, it says there, for the ECW World Heavyweight Championship. And after the match, Rhino came out and basically beat him down, and what he said was, "If you don't give me a match, I'll kill your family," which was a bit intense. So yeah, he got his match. Sandman accepted the challenge, and Rhino then defeated him in 1 minute. You see here as well, Scott Hall was originally advertised to appear in ads, but he was then pulled. So that's something we could do in the future, is bring in Scott Hall. I've just noticed I hadn't set my user talent, so I'm just going to do that now. So yeah, I've just set it to default. And just see if there's anything else to note. Backstage rules are having a negative effect, so I'll have to look at them later on. Kid Cash is a very negative influence. New Jack and Sandman too. Then we've got some positive influences here. In fact, a lot of positive influences. Notable relationships. Steve Corino and Paul Heyman have some tension between them. Dawn Marie is dating Simon Diamond. Joey Styles is loyal to Paul Heyman. Rob Van Dam is loyal to Paul Heyman, and so is Tommy Dreamer. So yeah, tonight, ECW Revolt on MTV2 and on Scotland TV. So what we're going to do, I'm going to book this now after looking at locker room incidents, and then that'll be this episode. Balls Mahoney and Steve Corino have an incident backstage. Balls Mahoney was being a jerk backstage and eventually threw a punch at Steve Corino. It was a bad move, though, as he got beaten up as a result. As his employer, you have to choose how to deal with Balls Mahoney. So I'm going to just say slap on the wrist. Steve Corino is unhappy with my decision, which is all right. Kid Cash almost got into a fight with Joel Gertner after he caused some damage to his rental car and refused to pay for it. As his employer, you now have to choose how to deal with Kid Cash. Again, slap on the wrist, that's what we'll start with. New Jack has got a lot of heat with the rest of the locker room after letting rip one of the world's stinkiest farts, making the backstage area a no-go area for 30 minutes. Everyone farts, not a lot you can do about it. A new team that I've created called the Lucid Dreamers, which is Spike Dudley and Tommy Dreamer, and they get a win over Tony Mamaluke and Little Guido, also known as the FBI full-blooded Italians. In terms of ring work, Tommy Dreamer was head and shoulders above everyone else. Tony Mamaluke was weak and struggling to keep with everyone else's in-ring performance. Spike Dudley got a 47, Tommy Dreamer got a 64, Little Guido got a 43, and Tony Mamaluke got a 31. Worker improvements, Tommy Dreamer is improving in performance, and so in terms of worker improvements, everybody is improving in performance skills. This match was booked as a wild brawl just to get the show started at a bang, and Spike Dudley got the pin. So yeah, I like the idea of this team, like the ECW legend Tommy Dreamer and the underdog Spike Dudley. And this got a D plus 52, which is good. In the next segment, Sandman wants his rematch for the ECW World title tonight, and Paul Heyman says yes, he can have it. So that'll be our main event tonight, and this angle got the crowd hotter, it says. Yeah, the colour commentary gave the match a boost, and the announcing did as well. And Sandman is learning some charisma, which is good to see. And no anything else to note apart from it's a C60. Next, we go into just a match to give Rob Van Dam a win, and he defeats Steve Corino in 11 minutes 45 after a pinfall after a frog splash. Rob Van Dam got a 64 tonight, and Steve Corino got a 54. As planned, this match brought the fans back down a little bit. So this match was just designed to calm the crowd before the main event. And that seems to have worked, which is good. And they're both improving in performance as well. And this is a C-, which is not bad at all. And then we go into a backstage interview. I didn't have any backstage interviewers, so I used Chilly Willy. And this got a D-. But he's basically interviewing Rhino about his match tonight and explains his actions from the last pay-per-view. And he basically says, you know, I did what I had to do to get the title, and it worked. And tonight, even though Sandman was down when I attacked him, I'm going to still beat him when he's back to 100%. And yeah, Rhino got a good performance in this one. Chilly Willy performed poorly. I'm going to have to sign a backstage interviewer. So that's something I'll look to do after this. And yeah, that's pretty much it for that one. That got a D- 41. And then we go just to a promo where Dawn Marie comes out and fires t-shirts into the crowd, just to get the crowd excited again. This was based on sex appeal. I'm told in the product settings that I need to have one hot woman for every 20 males that are on the show or something. So yeah, I'm going to have to use the sex appeal angles to please this audience, the ECW crowd. So yeah, again, D plus 48, not too bad at all. Leading into the main event, In a decent match, Rhino defeated Sandman in 19 minutes 40 by pinfall with a gore, making Rhino's defense #1 of his ECW World Heavyweight Championship. This got a C63, which is very good. And this match got the crowd hotter. Sandman had an in-ring performance of 44 and Rhino got a 69. So yeah, Rhino really was a standout in this match. No improvements to note. The notes that I put on were just a regular match to be open and to end in a decisive finish. And the match ended in pinfall, Rhino to be the winner. And the workers should pace the match so it begins slowly and works its way up to a big finish. So yeah, C63. So that's really good for a main event. Hopefully, yep, I got a C. This show increased our popularity in 9 regions. This would have satisfied the TV companies as well. So yeah, I'm really happy with this show. I think the rating in tri-state area is C+, so that will be the one region, but everywhere else is going up, so that's perfect. So we're back. Rob Van Dam has been offered a contract by New Japan. This could be really, really bad. On a written deal as well. Oh, Jesus. He's really our top face, and we can't afford to lose him. But we can't offer him a written either. Well, we can, but it's not really good for our finances. Alright, I'm just going to leave this here for now. Ah, shit. Let me know what you think I should do in the comments below regarding Rob Van Dam. We're going to confirm the signings of John Cena for now and AJ Styles. Oh, shit. We're going to set John Cena's gimmick to his rapper gimmick. Well, it's already set, that's fine. And AJ Styles, let's just see. We want a babyface gimmick for him, and we're just going to go for Blue Chipper, a good looking character who is seen as a future star. So AJ Styles and John Cena are on the roster for ECW. So we're going to leave it there for now. Hopefully you've enjoyed the episode. If you're excited for this series, hit that like button and subscribe for more TEW 2016 and general wrestling content. And until next time, peace. With Tajiri and Mikey Whipwreck with Michael